FM21 is just around the corner, and I am getting asked daily at this point what my plans are for the new game. So this is one of those videos that I make so that when people ask me, I can just point them towards this video. Labour-saving device. Hello folks, it's new game time, and that means lots of excitement, lots of planning, and lots of people trying to decide what they're going to be doing in their FM21 saves. Now, obviously, as a full-time Football Manager YouTuber, I've got lots of stuff planned. There's still a little bit of it up in the air. Lots of stuff planned, though. So the first thing you need to do is make sure you subscribe to the channel with your notifications on. So as soon as my FM21 content starts to drop, you're the first to see about it, or, you know, in a group of the first to see about it, because you don't want to miss out. This is going to be good stuff. This is going to be the best year of Football Manager content I've ever produced. Not just because it's going to be the first time I don't have to make my videos in my garage. This is one of the last times you're going to see this setup. It's one of the last videos I'm recording in here, and all of my FM21 content, this is revolutionary what I'm about to announce, all of my FM21 content is going to be recorded indoors, in a house, in a room with a window and a radiator. I'm actually going to be able to adjust my climate correctly, so I'm not going to be shivering, coughing, sneezing, sweating, and all the other things you've seen on my content over the last 5 years here on YouTube. So that's very exciting, and it's also largely thanks to the support you guys have given me over the last nearly 5 years on YouTube. My 5-year YouTube anniversary is actually next weekend. The 17th of October 2015 is when I uploaded my first video, and now I do this as a job, and I now have a nice big house that has an office in it, and that's all thanks to you lot watching my videos and watching the adverts too, and it is appreciated. And thank you, and hopefully I can repay that incredible support by having a year of incredible content, and that allows you to see the difference that you've made by allowing me to move into. You have no idea how excited I am that I'm going to be indoors. It's going to be amazing. But enough of that waffle. You're here to find out what videos I'm going to be making and what series I'm going to be making and who I'm going to be managing. So let's get on and tell you, shall I? Starting with the beta. Now, this is going to be the content that I'm doing both here on YouTube and over on Twitch. I am planning on continuing to stream as often as I've been streaming for the last 6 months or so on FM20. So you're looking at 3 or 4 streams a week over on Twitch. I've always said previously it's been on certain nights, but with the house move and the new job that my good lady Anna is starting, I don't actually know exactly what nights I'm going to be streaming. She's going to be working a variable shift pattern, so my stream schedule is probably going to vary. YouTube will still be set times, but streams, the days will vary, the times will dairy. The streams won't have dairy, but they will vary. So your best bet is to follow me over there. Keep an eye on my Twitter as well, and I'll try and post up like a week in advance what my stream schedule for the coming week is going to be. But there will definitely be streams over on Twitch as well as videos here on YouTube from the moment the beta drops. So YouTube beta series. I have managed lots of big Premier League clubs over the last 4 or 5 years here on YouTube as my beta saves. Who have I done? I've done Manchester United this year just gone. I did Liverpool a few years ago and got sacked and ended up at Everton. I did Chelsea a few years back. I've done Tottenham as one of my beta saves. So that leaves, of the big 6 Premier League clubs, the traditional big 6, either Manchester City or Arsenal. So at the moment, I'm only like 70% sure which one of those two that I'm going to do. I think Arsenal looks like a more interesting one for me to do at the moment, but I am open to your input on that. I was going to do it as a poll, but then I remembered if you do an online poll, Arsenal always win, so there's no point in doing one. But it's going to be Manchester City or Arsenal, unless FM announce something spectacular with the licenses, because they mentioned they were going to announce changes to licenses as part of the new feature announcements that are coming any day now. So unless something spectacular happens there that changes my mind, it's going to be either Manchester City or Arsenal. At the moment, I'm leaning towards Arsenal, but I'm interested in taking your thoughts down in the comments below. Let me know. We've still got time for me to change my mind. I've not even designed the thumbnails yet. So Probably Arsenal, might be Manchester City. Outside chance it could be someone entirely different if there's a compelling reason to use someone entirely different. So that's going to be my YouTube save, and you can expect that to be out daily from the day the beta drops, or maybe the day after. Probably the day it drops, maybe the day after. In fact, I might do my launch day, my launch day of the beta stream to kick that save off, and then start in the 4 p.m. slot the next day. That'll go all the way through the beta. At the same time, over on Twitch, we'll be doing a short beta save over there as well. By the way, how many of you are getting triggered by me saying beta rather than beta? That's the way we say it in England. Beta, not beta. Argue about that down in the comments if you want. But over on Twitch, I am going to be doing a short couple of week save as well before we get stuck into the big save for FM21. And I think because I like to do it every year for a couple of weeks just to have a little look, because I am a Peterborough fan, I think I'm going to do a Peterborough save as my Twitch save. Just for a couple of weeks. We'll just do a couple of seasons. That should be enough to win the Champions League from League One. It certainly should be enough to get the Premier League with the squad that we've got. But I'll do that for a couple of weeks over on Twitch, again, for the beta. So that's my 2 beta saves. And then once the full game is out, that's when we go all singing, all dancing, and get started on the content that's going to be like the pillar content for months to come. Here on YouTube, we all know what that means. It means non-league to legend. It'll be season 6 of non-league to legend now, I think. So where have we started with non-league to legend in the past? We've done Boston, we've done Gainsborough, we've done Alfreton, we've done Kings Lynn, we've done St Albans. Yeah, so this is going to be number 6. And there's going to be a full intro video for non-league to legend that'll be out probably a week today. Just to reconfirm all the rules of how non-league to legend works and explain all of the thought process behind the team that I'm managing. But as anyone who follows me on Twitch or Twitter will already know, the team that I'm going to be managing for non-league to legend this year is Kettering. And that isn't changing because of the house move. Not because it wouldn't change, but because it doesn't have to. Kettering are the nearest club that I haven't managed before to where I live now, and they're also the nearest club that I haven't managed before to where I'm going to be living. I've basically done, I'm circling around Kettering in like it's like you've stabbed a pair of compasses, the sharp bit. You can tell I used to be a teacher. Who calls it a pair of compasses? I've stabbed a compass into Kettering, and then I've got my pencil just skirting around from Peterborough and towards where my new house is. So we're still going to be managing Kettering for non-league to legend. And of course, non-league to legend could then take us anywhere. It really could take us absolutely anywhere. But Kettering is going to be our starting club. And then for a Twitch save, once we get up and running, I'm kind of not sure what I'm going to do straight away. I had said I was going to do Born in the USA, which was going to be taking Bourne Town, who we managed here on YouTube this year, but taking them to America, mainly because I like the pun. I still like the idea of doing that save on Twitch this year, because I think if I'm ever going to do the MLS again, I need a live chat there to explain it to me in real time. You all watched the Chivas series. You didn't. The Chivas series happened, and I was confused a lot. And I think in these unfamiliar leagues, I do benefit from having people there to hold my hand. So we are going to be doing Born in the USA on Twitch. But I think that's probably going to be my second Twitch save of the year that we're probably tune into maybe 6 months or so in. We'll switch the save over into that after we finish the first one. So I think what I'm going to do as my first Twitch save is dig down deep into the lower reaches of the databases and do a Road to Glory type thing again, similar to what we've done in the past with Nuneaton and Home and Bourne. It does mean that I won't be able to do it immediately upon the game coming out, because we do need to wait for the tier 8 or the tier 10 databases to come out, depending on what level of club I choose. So we'll probably keep that Peterborough save running a couple of weeks into the main game being out. Then as soon as we've got the deep dark exploring databases out, I think we'll probably do one of those, because they do tend to be pretty popular. I know people enjoy watching a Road to Glory. It's what we've done on Twitch this year with Home, and we started down in tier 8 again, and we've got them all the way up to the Premier League, and it's been a very fun adventure. So I think that's what we're going to do as the first save on Twitch, and then in the second half of the year move over into Born in the USA. I don't know who I'm going to manage for that Road to Glory. I'm open to some suggestions, as long as you don't suggest #United. I'm not going to do #United. Spencer can do #United again. No one wants to see Kev do #United. But if you've got any other suggestions for sort of tier 8, tier 9, tier 10 teams that we could potentially manage over on Twitch that have got an interesting story attached to them, I'm all ears. Let me know down in the comments to this video, and I'll certainly take it into account. And then the big question that I know a lot of you are going to have is there going to be a second series here on YouTube? And at the moment, the honest answer is I don't really know. There won't be one at launch, that's for sure. And there never usually is. If you look back historically, Born didn't start until about a month after FM20 came out. Home didn't start until like 2 months after FM19 came out. I did start Nuneaton at the same time as Alfreton, but that's just because of the story that led into those two saves. But there usually is a second save that starts December, January time. It might be a little bit later this year because the game is out a little bit later, or it might not happen at all. The reason I say I don't really know is because I don't know what my schedule is going to look like, what my daily life is going to look like in the new house, because we're moving to a new area. We haven't got schools sorted yet for the small people that also live in my house, and Anna is going to be working full-time, which she's never done before, while I've been doing YouTube. So we don't quite know how everything is going to work in the new place, and it might be that I don't have the time that I have now to be able to do 2 series, or I might decide that I want to focus in on making Non-League to Legend have even more bells and whistles and really focus in on just doing that one save. If I come up with a really good idea for a second YouTube series though, you can guarantee I'll find a way to squeeze it in. But at the moment, I think I'm pretty comfortable going into FM21 with Non-League to Legend on YouTube, a Road to Glory on Twitch, and just go all in on both of those and make sure those 2 series are as good as they can possibly be. So that's my plans for FM21 as it currently stands. Like I say, the majority of that is subject to change as and when features of the game get announced. For example, if they announce huge changes to Creator Club, which was hinted at in that trailer, then I'll probably do a Creator Club because I want to be in there where the new features are. When they added the Bundesliga licenses a few years ago, I did a Bundesliga save. So if something major gets announced, I'm definitely in a position where I'm willing to pivot onto something different. That being said, I'm definitely doing Non-League to Legend. I'm definitely starting with Kettering. So those 2 bits aren't negotiable. Everything else might change, but I'm interested now in knowing what you're planning on doing in FM21. So get involved down in the comments section. Let me know who's your first save going to be with, who you're going to manage, and more importantly, why? Is it because it's the team you support, or is it because you've found a really cool save idea that, you know, maybe someone might want to steal from you? Not naming any names, but hopefully that excites you and you're looking forward to FM21. Like I said at the start of the video, make sure you subscribe with your notifications turned on so that as soon as that content starts to drop, you get those notifications, especially because I'm going to be having a couple of weeks off while I get the house move sorted. Once the pollen ends, there'll be a couple of weeks where there's not much in the way of content on the channel. So you're going to need that notification bell to remind you that I exist when I come back. So please make sure you hit it. I've got a new house to pay for. If you have enjoyed this video, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe, as I've said many times. If you haven't hit subscribe by now, I'm very upset with you. And thank you very much for watching.